ITWeb Brainstorm, in association with Telkom Business, launched the first ever annual survey of South Africa's top corporate CIOs. The ITWeb Brainstorm CIO Survey 2014 examined the challenges faced by local CIOs and offered deep insights into their strategic role in aligning technology with business needs. On the 2nd of October 2014, ICT leaders gathered at the inaugural ITWeb Brainstorm CIO Banquet held at the venue in Melrose Arch, Johannesburg, where the results of the benchmark report were released by Mrs. Ranke Jovanovic, Editorial Director at ITWeb. The keynote address at this prestigious event was delivered by the chairman of the CIO Council of South Africa and Group CIO at Telkom, Mr. Len de Villiers.
I'm Ranke Jovanovic. We, prompted by Telkom Business, decided to run the first ever comprehensive CIO survey, a survey of South African top corporate and public sector CIOs. In South Africa, we always compare the strategies of our top CIOs to global benchmarks, and that is very misleading. There is nothing locally that tells us what South African CIOs want, what their challenges are, what their top priorities are, and we believe that this survey is going to establish itself as an annual benchmark to track the strategies, to track the challenges, and to track the role that the CIOs play in their organizations. Apart from the most obvious questions, how big is your budget, what do you spend it on, what is your relationship with the vendors, what do you buy, what do you outsource, the most important and interesting part of the survey was actually trying to find out what is the relationship between CIOs and their organizations, because for many years we've heard about the need to realign IT and business, and we would have thought that has already done, but the survey showed that that's not the case. CIOs are still struggling to realign themselves with the business and to prove their worth to the business, and not a high percentage of their time is spent on innovation, which is a pity, and we would like to see growth in that area, and that's why it's very good that we will actually continue doing this survey. Next year we will be able to compare the results to this year, which will then be really interesting. This year we had an amazing 158 respondents, top CIOs in the first year. We are hoping to double that next year. We really hope that the value of the report encourages other CIOs to take part and to really make it a benchmark for the whole community.
My name is Len de Villiers. My role tonight will be to open the key address and to give people a quick overview of what it means to be a CIO in the technology world of today. I think how the people in the audience will benefit from this is that they will have good insight as to the challenges and opportunities that faces CIOs into 2014 and beyond. I hope that everybody will enjoy the evening tremendously and that they will find benefit from it. Thank you.
My name is Kathy Leso. Yes, I do agree with the results that were presented today. The reason is we live and see that every day in our jobs as the CIOs. You always find that you get the last bit of the budget, but you have to service the whole organization. And the other thing as well is you've got limited skills resources which you have to make most out of. I found attending this event of value. The reason being it's a great opportunity to network and have a sounding board that everybody is on the same wavelength as you. You're not going crazy or anything like that. So I think it was really worthwhile.
The results of the Brainstorm CIO survey were discussed by John Tullett, Senior Editor and News Analysis at ITWeb, with local analysts from Ovum, Gartner and IDC.
My name is Daryl Thwaites. I really enjoyed listening to the results of the survey. I could readily see where I fitted in. One, it was comforting to know that I wasn't all alone and sometimes a little ahead of the game. The thoughts that I had was we do need to be the forefront of innovation, but only from a business perspective. So we have to understand the business, and then because of our knowledge of technology, go to the business and say, this is a way we can save you money. This is the ROI. We can do it for you. And that's what seems to be missing at the moment, is that ability to really get ahead of the game. And we can be an ROI generator by being focused on the future rather than where we are currently or the past. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm going to look forward to the results coming out and study them a little deeper. In terms of an evening like this, I think it's been fantastic. I think it's been very professional, very well done. Great networking, great camaraderie, and seeing people you haven't seen for a long time and just catching up for a while. Great time. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
My name's Alec Jana. The results tonight were very fascinating. I totally agree with most of the results. There were a number of results that were a bit surprising, and it would be nice to delve down into the detail around why they came out that way. The one thing that's really great is for the first time we've got a benchmark from a South African perspective, something that we've never had. We've always relied on global companies like Gartner to give us benchmarks in our industries, but they've been international. So it's good to see that there's a South African slant, and some of the results actually complement what we've been seeing from an international perspective. But in other areas, they've been very uniquely South African, and that's really good. So this event has got lots of value. I think that the content that was presented was really good, and I think the networking is always good. It's great to see other CIOs and actually get to chat to them and compare where we think we are as a company, as Sasol, against the results that were shown today versus where the other CIOs are. So it was good. I would do it again.
The event delivered groundbreaking research to CIOs and other senior decision makers within the ICT industry, as well as numerous high-level networking opportunities. The release of next year's research will build on the success of this inaugural event. Get involved, support this invaluable initiative, and reap the rewards for your organization.